Welcome back to Just Scribble for a quick share of my setup of my ink swatch book for 2024. So for 2024, I am using a Sterling Ink in-one compact for my swatch book, and I am so excited for this. I think this may be the planner that I'm the most excited on the setup for. I just really love it. It actually kind of made me wish I was using this for my planner for 2024, but I really do like my planner lineup and what I'm using, and this really isn't the right fit for me for my planner, but I really love like the feel and the look and all of the things, and I'm so excited. But this is going to be my swatch book for 2024, which will make it a reference book going forward. So I'll be putting swatches in this during 2024, and then I'll use it as a reference book going forward in future years to look at swatches, figure out colors of pens that I have, all of those types of things. So I do currently have it in a Chic Sparrow cover. This is an Emma from their TN starter kit line. I went back and forth on what I wanted to put this in, or if I wanted to put it in a cover at all. For right now, I have it in this standard traveler's notebook cover, and I really love it, but I may switch it into a different cover or use it without a cover at some point as well too. And then I have it inside a TN sleeve from Lauren Phelps Design. I do have a video sharing these, so I'll put a link up above so you can check it out. But basically the TN sleeve allows you to put a thicker notebook into a traveler's notebook without putting the elastic in the actual thick book. But it also allows you to use inserts in your traveler's notebook without jump banding. And it also has room where I can put extra inserts in here in addition to this planner. So I have the planner in the center, and then I actually have this sleeve here and then another one in the back. And I can actually put 2 TN inserts in here if I wanted to, or I can use these for storage or just leave them empty like I have right now. I did decide to put some stickers on the cover of my Sterling Ink N1. They are actually on the actual mist cover, so they're underneath this clear cover. These mild liner stickers, those are from Redbubble, and so I put those on there. And then this is from a sticker pack I bought on Amazon. It says, "Each day is a blank canvas. Go and make some marks." Seemed like the perfect sticker for my swatch book. And then on the back, I have a dashboard from Allie Brown. She sells these in her Etsy shop. This is a photo that she took and then she prints and she sells them. It has 2024, and then it has her watercolor swatches and the oil pastels, and oh, I just love it. I did actually, and it's going to be hard to see on camera, you might be able to tell a little bit, I did put a piece of overlay over it. So it has a sort of metallic, holographic overlay that doesn't have a print on it, but it just kind of gives it a little bit of a sheen, and it also protects that print. So I put that in the back, so it has my 2024 print in the back, and then it has these stickers in the front. And then when you open up the cover, I put overlay in here in the front as well, as you can see, with hollow sparkles. I have not done the back yet, but I'm probably going to end up putting the same overlay in the back as well. I just think it looks really pretty. And then underneath the overlay, I have stickers. I think these are from Once More with Love. They are die cut stickers that I bought a while back, and I was kind of saving for the perfect thing. And I thought my swatch book that I'm going to be using for fountain pen inks and all my pens and markers and all the things would be the perfect place to put them. So I laid them all down in a sort of haphazard way, and I think it looks so good. Then I added tabs to this planner as well. So I added Lexi Kylie Designs tabs. I have these solid ones that I thought looked really nice with the mist cover on the front. I used the solid ones for the months in the front. And then I used transparent ones with rose gold foil. I'm not sure if that's picking the foiling up, but I have transparent ones marking the months of the individual weeks in this planner. So after the cardstock page with the overlay and the fun stickers, you have your sort of intro page that's always stuck to this cardstock page, where it tells you which planner it is, who made it, the year, and I stuck 2 stickers down. This one says "Art is long, life is short," and then this one is like an orange segment or grapefruit segment, but in a color wheel, and I absolutely love this sticker, so I decided to stick that there, and I thought they looked really good. After that, you go into the yearly overview page. I don't know that I'm going to use this page in this planner at all. Since this planner isn't being used as a planner, it's being used as a swatch book, I don't really have any need for this overview, but I did add a rub-on transfer sticker down here. You're going to see those when I go through the monthlies. I had an extra piece, so I stuck it there. I thought it looked really pretty. And I love rub-on transfers because they just kind of melt into the page. They don't add any bulk to your planner, and they're really, really pretty. And then over here, this is the sticker from the monthly stickers that I used that you're going to see in a minute. Just so I would remember the brand of the stickers that I used, I took off the little label from the sticker sheet and I stuck it down there. After that page, you go to a blank grid page. I don't know what I'm going to do with this page yet. I thought about taking a picture of my fountain pen collection at the end of the year and putting a photo of my fountain pen collection like across the 2 pages. Or I might take a piece of art that I do and print it on sticker paper and put that there, or art that my kiddo does, something like that. But I'll probably add some sort of photo here on these 2 pages sometime during the year or at the end of the year. After that, you go to the goal breakdown pages. I don't have any need to use these for goals, so I think I'm going to use this for a pen inventory. I just haven't figured out how I'm going to use it because I do have more pens than there are boxes here, and so I do have to divide it up in some sort of way or put a sticker over it to do my pen inventory or something like that. So I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to set this up, but this is going to be for pen inventory. That's my plan for it. And I did put one of the blank tabs that goes with the monthly tabs. I put that there so that I could find the pen inventory page. After your goal pages that I'm going to use for pen inventory, you go into your quarterly pages. Also, because this isn't being used as a planner, I don't have a great plan for this. I do think that I'm going to use this side, the perpetual calendar side of each one, to track pens and inks that I buy. So anytime I purchase a pen or an ink, whether it's a fountain pen or some other type of pen, I think I'm just going to track what I purchased just so I can kind of see if there's trends on when I purchase things during the year. I don't have a plan yet for the priorities section, but for these monthly sections here, I think I'm going to use this to write the color that I'm using in the monthlies, and I'll explain that in a second. But I think I'm just going to letter the color that corresponds with that monthly just to have something to put on this page, and also a quick reference to see which color I wanted to use that month. After the quarterly pages, you go into the monthly pages. This does have December in it, and I am going to be using the December, but of course there's not a spot over here. So in the first quarter, I may actually write December up here and list my color. I'm not 100% sure, or I'll just start with 2024 and skip December in the quarterly section. But this is the monthly spread, and what I'm going to do in this monthly spread is I'm going to do little swatches of one color for the entire month. The main purpose of this planner is to swatch out all of my fountain ink bottles and also my fountain ink samples. I'm also going to be swatching out all of my other markers and pens and highlighters and all those kinds of things, but the main premise behind it is the fountain pen ink. So I thought it would be fun to take the color that I'm swatching out in a week, and if that color matches the color that I assigned to that month, then I would put a little swatch in that month. Because the weeklies aren't going to be in any sort of categorized color way, I thought it would be fun to have the monthlies where it's all one color, and then the weeklies would be whatever I pulled to swatch that week. Hopefully that makes sense. So to set up the monthlies, what I did was I took the rub-on transfers, and I did share these. I'm blanking on the name. I'll put it down here so that you guys can check it out. And I will also link the video up above where I shared it. These rub-on transfers, and I used a different color for every month. And I tried to match that rub-on to the color that I plan to use in that monthly spread. And then I put a monthly sticker for decor on each spread. The ones that I used predominantly are the ones that you're going to see here on January that look like that. Those are from SMCO. I do have a video sharing those, so I'll link that in the cards. But that sticker sheet only went from January to December. So I had the December of 2024 and the January of 2025 where I didn't have a sticker. So I actually pulled this December sticker from a Live Love Posh sticker book and laid it down just so I would have a consistent sort of layout in each monthly spread, but the font isn't going to look exactly the same. And then on the January 2025 monthly, I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to lay a monthly sticker. But what I did for decor was put on the rub-on transfer and then put the name of the month. And then what I'll be doing is I'll be filling in all of the days of this month with colors as I swatch them over here. So for December, it's going to be green. And so anytime I swatch green fountain pen ink, I'm going to come over here and swatch it on one of the days here as well. So at the end of the year, I'll have a spread of all green fountain pen inks all on one page so I can kind of see them all together. And then they'll also be swatched out in the weeks over here in whatever week I swatched them out. I hope that makes sense. So after December, you go to January. So January will be a different color. The rub-on is a different color. It's sort of gray-blue colors, and so that's going to be the color for January. So December will be green, and January will be all of my more gray-leaning blues. And then February will be pinks, and so I put a rub-on that had kind of pink tones in it down here, and then it has a gradient of other colors there. So February will be pink. March will be greens, but different greens than in December. So these will be more wintry greens, and these will be more springy greens. So more yellow toned greens and a little bit moodier greens on December. Hopefully this makes sense. And then April will be blues, but more vibrant, like royal blues versus the grayish blues of January. And so each month has its own little theme color that I'm going to be using. So we have purples for May, and then sort of teals for June. We have yellows for July. We have more turquoisey colors for August. And then I have grays and like purpley toned grays for September. And then I have tans and taupes and grays and sort of browns and things like that for October. And then November will be like oranges and yellows and browns that are kind of like fall toned instead of the brighter tone that I have over here in July. And then December 2024 will be red. And then January 2025 will be sort of pinky brown colors. That's kind of the plan. It's not going to be a perfect system, but I thought it would be kind of fun to just take colors and kind of group them so that I had pages that were all in the same kind of color family. So that's how I have the monthlies. The only thing I haven't done is add a January sticker here, so I need to do that. After the monthlies, you go into your weeklies, and this is where most of the swatching is going to happen. So I'm going to pick 7 colors, and I'm going to do a swatch and a writing sample on the left side and list their name, and then also indicate whether it's a bottle or a sample that I have. And then I'm planning to do a sort of fun abstract of these colors over here, just to kind of play with the inks on this side. And then the next week, I'll do more swatching and so on. This isn't going to be a book that I touch every single week. I don't have to swatch them in the week that I'm in. I'm just going to do 52 swatch sessions during the year with fountain pen ink. I will try to do a lot of them on camera just so you guys can watch, but sometimes I may do it on my own just because it's fun and relaxing. And so just throughout the year, I'm going to fill up all of these pages, all of these weekly pages with swatches. And I'll take the colors here and put them on whichever monthly that they belong to. And at the end of the year, I'll have all of my swatches here and then by color kind of coordinated over here. And then after you go to the last week, which is actually the first week of January 2025, then you go to the grid pages. The first page is not numbered, and then the second page is numbered. So I drew a line here. This is going to be my index, and this index is going to be for all the swatching that's going to go on back here. So I'm using all of these numbered grid pages. There are 121 numbered grid pages. So I'm using all these numbered grid pages to swatch everything else that I have, everything that's not fountain pen ink. So markers and highlighters and brush pens, all of those types of things. And then I'm going to index what I swatched, indicating the page number that the swatch is on. That way, if I'm looking for my Pentel Sign brush pens, I can find my Pentel Sign brush pens, figure out what page it is, and then go to that page to find the swatches and see what colors I have. I haven't 100% figured out how I'm going to organize them as far as like how I'm going to lay down the swatches. I would love to be that person that counts out all of the rows and the boxes and makes it all super organized and super fancy. I've seen a bunch of people do that. I just really don't think that's me, although I think aesthetically it looks gorgeous. I probably won't have some like equal amount of spacing and perfect layout for every single swatching. I just really want to have a place where I can refer to all of my swatches in one book, which is what this is going to be. And then also just take the time to have fun and relax with my pens and my markers and all the things and swatch and do that with you guys sometimes. And then that's the end of the book. So this is a 2024 planner, and I am going to be filling it up during 2024. It is not going to be used as a planner. It's going to be used for swatches of inks and pens and all of the things. And it's ultimately going to be a reference book, and I'm really excited about it. I love the stickers that I chose to add to it. I love the tabs. I think they look so good in this planner. I think they look just amazing. Like, I love the way the tabs look. I love the idea of having a color for each month so I can see a whole bunch of the same color scheme of inks all on one page, but then also having the swatching where I just randomly pick whatever swatches I want and having one place to swatch all of my colors. And I love that I will have fountain pen inks and everything else in here as well, so it'll all be together. That is my setup of my ink swatch book. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to put them down below and I will definitely get back with you. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss future videos, and don't forget to just scribble.